How's it going, Point? Pastor Matt here, and I wanted to give you guys an encouragement for the week. This encouragement comes from Luke chapter 10, starting at verse 38. It says this: "Now as they went on their way, Jesus entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. And she had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to his teaching. But Martha was distracted with much serving. And she went up to him and said, 'Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her then to help me.' But the Lord answered her, 'Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, which will not be taken away from her.'" I heard that passage in a sermon recently on prayer, and they were just talking about the fact that it's so important to just take time away with God. And I think sometimes, especially in our culture, we get so busy with doing stuff that we don't take time just to sit back and be with God, especially when it looks like ministry stuff. I wrestle with this same thing. You know, I'll be doing a lot of good things. I'm like, "Oh, God, I'm doing a lot of good things for you." And God's like, "Hey, Pastor Matt, kick back and just be with me." You know, I think we need to take time throughout our day, just a little bit of time during the day or a little bit of time during the week, where we take a step back and we just sit at the Lord's feet and see what it is He has for us. To just rest in the fact that God is God and we're not. So that's kind of my thought for the week. How does that hit you? Look at Luke chapter 10, verses 38 to 42, and just ask yourself that question. Am I taking time to just sit back with the Lord? And it's really tough because I know Easter's coming up, and there's a lot of stuff we want to do for Easter, like grabbing an invite card, invite one of your friends out to Easter. I mean, that's going to be a big deal. Also, we need more volunteers. If people are able to come volunteer on Easter, we're going to need a few extra because the auditorium's going to get a little fuller in the next couple weeks. But in the midst of all that, with all the volunteers we need and things like that, just remember, take time throughout your week to just kick back and be with Jesus. Take time, if you're volunteering every single week, to take a week off and just come out to church and just rest and worship, because that's what it's all about, sitting at the feet of Jesus and growing in who He is and what He has for us. So I hope you guys are having a great week. Know that we're in prayer for you, and looking forward to seeing you all on